Why you feel drained in certain cities. A transmission on environmental energy, psychic saturation, and the hidden anatomy of place. Opening transmission. Have you ever walked into a city and felt instantly exhausted, not because of sleep or schedule, but something deeper, invisible, weighty? Your body slows down, your chest tightens, your thoughts become heavy, as if the very air around you is carrying a burden you cannot name. And yet, in another place, you feel alive again, clearer, lighter, more at home in your own skin. This is not your imagination, nor is it just about noise or pollution or population density. This is about the unseen architecture of vibration, the subtle pressure of thought forms, the psychic humidity of overused space, the accumulation of energetic residue over time. In this sacred transmission, we will explore why you feel drained in certain cities, not through psychology, but through subtle perception, not through opinion, but through the anatomy of place. 1. Cities have auras too. Just as individuals have energetic fields, so do cities. Each city has a unique frequency signature, built from centuries of thought, emotion, architecture, violence, aspiration, and karma. The roads are like veins, the buildings are like bones. The collective mind of its people is like breath, and this breath either nourishes you or depletes you. It either matches your nervous system or presses against it. When a city's aura is disharmonious, it feels like living next to an engine that never stops running. Even in silence, it buzzes. You may not see it with your eyes, but your body always feels it first. 2. What builds the energy of a place? The energy of a city is not random. It is sculpted by countless forces over time. Here are the primary shapers: history of the land. What rituals, wars, grief, or joy have occurred here? Is this soil soaked with reverence or violence? Collective thought forms. Every repeated thought leaves a trace. Ambition, fear, competition. These pile up like psychic smog. Density of unresolved emotion. High-rise buildings are often containers of unexpressed sorrow. When emotion is not released, it builds a subtle pressure in the air. So, architectural rhythm. Is the city built on beauty or utility alone? Geometry affects flow, and flow affects nervous systems. What you feel is the sum of all of this. It is not your personal sensitivity. It is reality showing itself. 3. The impact on your subtle body. When you walk through a city with heavy psychic residue, your energy field begins to contract. It starts at the edge. Your periphery loses flexibility. Your breath shortens. Your inner clarity dims. Without realizing it, your body begins protecting itself, shielding against the constant static. This is not always fatigue in the normal sense. It is a closing of your antenna, a defense mechanism of your deeper awareness. If you do not know how to release this residue, you begin to carry the city inside you. Long after you've left, it continues buzzing in your bones. 4. Not all cities drain equally. Some cities pulse with vitality, others pulse with distortion. Why? Because some are built on sacred alignments. They still hold the memory of intention, silence, or devotion. You may find such places in the mountains of Bhutan, the winding streets of Varanasi, the ancient corners of Kyoto. Other cities are built on convenience and capital. Speed replaces presence. Commerce replaces care. And so they throb with overstimulation. It's not about culture or wealth. It's about alignment. You feel it the moment your feet touch the ground. 5. The 4 main ways a city drains you. Here are the most common energetic mechanisms of urban depletion. 1. Psychic noise. Thought forms from thousands of people crowd your inner space. You pick up anxiety that isn't yours, ideas that weren't born in your own silence. 2. Architectural disruption. When structures don't follow natural proportion or sacred geometry, your energy field becomes incoherent. Even without noise, you feel out of rhythm. 3. Sensory fragmentation. Flashing lights, advertising, overlapping sounds. Your senses fragment. Your prana scatters. 4. Lack of organic energy exchange. Nature grounds and breathes with you. Most cities replace this exchange with metal, glass, and concrete. You touch nothing that touches back. This is why, after a few hours in some places, you feel frayed, as if you've been stretched too thin. 6. It's not just sensitivity, it's awareness. People often say, "You're just sensitive." But this is not sensitivity in the fragile sense. This is awareness in its natural state. When the body is quiet, when the mind is not flooded, you can feel truth more directly. You're not weak for needing space. You're not antisocial for craving stillness. You are simply reclaiming your capacity to feel. And the more you awaken, the more obvious these energies become. 7. How to protect your energy in draining cities. If you must live in or visit cities that drain you, there are subtle practices to remain anchored. State. Establish a daily energy clearing ritual. This can be breathwork, mantra, or simply a long shower with intention. Connect with pockets of nature. Even a single tree can rebalance your field if you sit with it. Avoid absorbing what is not yours. Before stepping into crowds, say inwardly, "I release what is not mine." Breathe from the spine, not the chest. Let awareness drop to the base. Root yourself inside the city. End the day with silence. At least 10 minutes of nothing. No screens, no input. Just stillness. These are not luxuries. They are necessities if you wish to remain awake in an overstimulated world. 8. Cities as teachers of discernment. There is a strange gift in cities. They teach you what your nervous system truly needs. They show you the difference between true inspiration and forced stimulation. They make clear what nourishes you and what does not. In their noise, you learn the value of silence. In their speed, you rediscover rhythm. In their complexity, you learn to return to simplicity. So do not escape cities in fear, but learn to read them clearly. Enter with awareness, anchor with clarity, leave with gratitude, and return to your breath. Mystical reflection. You do not need to belong to every place. You only need to listen. Let your nervous system be your compass. Let your breath be your measure. Let your silence be your home. And if a place drains you, do not judge it. Just return to the stillness that cannot be taken. Not every place is meant to hold you. Some are only meant to reveal what you must release. If this transmission helped you understand the subtle truth behind your energetic fatigue, consider subscribing for more sacred teachings like this. And if you feel called, becoming a member helps us continue this work for seekers around the world. Next episode preview. In the next sacred transmission, we explore reading the energy of a room without trying, a gentle training in subtle perception without effort, projection, or doubt.